Hey everyone, hope all is well. Welcome to Simply Said here on YouTube. I know many people don't like Fox, all right? Uh, I may have my personal opinions about some things. Yeah, me and a little issue with Fox. Anyway, but I love for business reasons. And it's more about information, okay? We hear a lot of things. Don't have to agree with it. And I think we're at a time is pivotal where people, you can hear information from different outlets, and then you can decipher it for yourself and go from there. Okay. So to make this easier, you see on the screen it says GOP Senator Law Enforcement Biden's border collapse connected to the U.S. crime wave. So if you will, just listen please to this clip, and then I want to show you something. And this might explain, I think it's quite common, you know. Let's look at this here and then think about what happened when they put the migrants in Martha's Vineyard.
Now, former acting ICE Director Tom Homan, what's your reaction to that report?
This is Tom Homan.
I've said it, for months that the Biden administration's policies, they say they're humane, and they're not. Look, more migrants have died under the first year of Biden administration because of open borders than any year I can remember in my 35 years, Liz. They're just short of 700 migrants have died.
And they're talking about migrants dying because of dehydration. That's what they're referring to here. But let's get to the crime issue.
On U.S. soil, either drowned in the river or abandoned in the desert, or toddlers that were abandoned. Almost 700. That is a record, and that's not even counting the 112,000 overdose deaths from the fentanyl coming across this border. These policies, they say they're humane, but they're not. More people are dying under these policies because when you open the border up, the most vulnerable people in the world will put themselves in the hands of criminal cartels who don't care about the health and safety of these people. They're only concerned about making a buck.
Tom, it's an important point you're making, because the White House Democrats Hispanic Caucus is basically trying to convince the nation that this is a humanitarian way to go, to open the borders. But what they're not detailing is what you have been reporting and what people who come on our show have been telling us, that it is not humane, because thousands of people died, even coming up from South and Central America through Panama. They die en route, and they die drowning. They get attacked. They get sexually assaulted, and and it's not even talking about the crime wave from associated to the Biden's border collapse, violent crime from drugs pouring into U.S. cities. U.S. Senator John Cornyn is talking about that too. So it's hard for people to grasp how inhumane this is.
No, that's why when I retired, I wrote a book, how defend the border and save lives, because in my 35 years, a secure border saved lives. Now, people want to attack President Trump about his policies. They're inhumane. Let me tell you something. When he had illegal immigration at 35, 40-year low, depending on what section of time you're looking at, when illegal immigration is down 83%, how many people weren't dying of fentanyl overdoses because Border Patrol was on the line securing the border? How many women weren't getting sexually assaulted? How many children didn't die? Yeah. Migrant deaths were way down. So secure border saves lives. And as far as the crime wave that's happening, that's because the cartels right now are making more money than they ever have made. Because not only are they increasing in trafficking of women and children, they're increasing alien smuggling, plus the fentanyl that's coming across the border right now, because half the border patrol is not online because of this crisis. They're making more money than ever.
But Trump had the right policies. People have been attacking Trump, criminal probes of Trump and his family, the Capitol riots. People understand the lay of the land there. People get it. But Trump's policies were working. Border officials repeatedly said, and Democrat lawmakers have said privately, Trump's policies worked. And so when you see the cartels swamping the border, for example, the 15,000 who came into the Rio Grande section of the border, that in Del Rio, rather, that was purposeful. The cartels did that on purpose to swamp Border Patrol to get drugs and violent gang members and criminals across. That's what that message is not getting out. Trump had it right. He was.
Okay. So, I'm trying to understand how the cartel can do this. And I've even been reports of them coming in coming in with major drugs. They've been arrested and then let go. But what about the 94 crime bill? Knowing all the drugs are there, why aren't they down there with the cartel? Better yet, why are they allowing this? So fentanyl, crimes. Are you think? You think? Let's understand. A lot of people don't have the information. And the information that we do have, sometimes it is limited because the powers that be, they can control the narrative at some point. They can control what's released, what information is released, and what's not released. But the border collapse is connected to a U.S. crime wave. Biden's border collapse connected to a U.S. crime wave. So they're letting all these people out. You're not checking this open border. And that's another video that I have. Letting all these people out. Now, keep in mind, this video, I think I had this recorded. This is a couple months old, okay? Because I'm trying to do like a financial channel, but I'm going to upload this video there as well. But I want to kind of go ahead and get you all just to kind of see this also. So check this out. So you see this on the screen. Biden's border collapse connected to U.S. crime wave. Then I saw this on Twitter. It says, crime in California 2021 presents statewide statistics for reported crimes, arrests, dispositions of adult felony arrest, adult probation, criminal justice personnel, civilian complaints against peace officers, domestic violence-related calls for assistance, anti-reproductive rights crimes, and law enforcement officers killed or assaulted. Some of the key findings include, keep in mind what happened. They only put 50. Only put 50 in Martha's Vineyard. Those people didn't even last a day. In 2021, 660 civilians were involved in incidents that involved the discharge of a firearm or use of force resulting in serious bodily injury or death. Of those civilians, 50.6% were Hispanic, 25.5% were white, and 16.7% were Black. In California, 50.6% were Hispanic, 25.5% were white, 16.7% were Black. Oh, I wonder how many here came across the border. So, looking at these statistics, again, and some of them could be American citizens, I get it. But you're not going to tell me, well, none of them were, are you kidding? We already see it in Texas. Good luck with you and your truck. Oh, you easily got for a truck in Texas. Oh, hell yes. Are you kidding me? Over that border ASAP. And I've heard people, Black, white, Hispanic, oh yeah, they want the trucks because they're sitting down in Mexico for their families. People talk the whole 9 yards. So I saw that, and you have a high concentration of Latinos in California. That might explain, it just might explain, or when they got to Martha's Vineyard, you only had 50 people now. They are dumping tens of thousands in Arizona and Texas, in different cities, and in Florida. You think they don't know what the numbers are of the powers that be? Nobody can be that slow. They know what the numbers are. You think? They know exactly what the numbers are. And I want to bet you, that's why when they had those people, that 50, that DeSantos flew over there. As I said, flew out. The 50 that he had flown over there in Martha's Vineyard. Look how quick they got the National Guard. The people, they didn't even get to spend the night. I don't even know if they even had lunch. Look how quick they had the National Guard to come get them up out of there. Wow, the National, it's only 50 people. They called the National, it was reported, they called the National Guard for 50 illegal immigrants because they were in Martha's Vineyard. Why? They know the crime stats. So what does that say about the rest of us? You're on your own. Well, I mean, not just, it's only 50 people. And they make sure, oh, no, you weren't finna be running around up in here. You were not finna start running up like in Florida. They drop you and you get to run and scatter. Oh, no. You're not finna do that. They have the police already there to watch them. Then they have the National Guard. You standing right here. It ain't happening. Why? Because they have the data. You can't run around. Obama, James Taylor, Martha Stewart, you got a place there? Beyonce, you can't be running around. Are you kidding? Think you're going to be running around? Oh, no, you're not. They call the National Guard. Why? Because they have the data. They know, they have the numbers. And so they're letting you know who's going to be protected. What about the rest of us? I mean, open borders. All the open border only pertains to the regular society. But we can't have open borders when it comes to wealth. Got it. You can't be around Obama's house like that. Celebrities live there. Rich people. Are you kidding me? So open borders, I see is very easy. So the rest of us, good luck. But why did they get those 50 people out of there and call the National Guard? Because they know what the numbers are. So hint, hint, there's something else greater at play here, people. The crime wave. They're protecting the wealthy. So you have to stop and think. For you to call the National Guard just for 50 people, for the ultra wealthy, if it's a danger to them, it's a danger to us. Speaks volumes. So let me know what you guys think. Send me said here on YouTube. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.